advice on making friends in college, shaving advice down there, and honestly just don't know how to do it. Yeah, we're going there. We're going there. Sex and waiting till marriage. Eee, what a big one. I'm kind of scared of this one, but hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Sarah, and for today's video I'm doing another girl talk. And I swear I don't know if I've done a girl talk video since maybe high school, and I swear guys, I have gained a lot of wisdom since then and I'm ready to share it. I'm really excited for this video. Get cozy, put on your PJs, get some popcorn, maybe even get a notebook, you know, whatever is good. I'm just so happy you're here. Let's just get into the video. Okay, so I had you guys ask me questions on my Instagram. If you don't follow it, here it is. Go check it out. It's pretty fun. I do post a lot on there. So on my Instagram, I said, thinking of doing a girl talk video, ask anything, boy advice, periods, etc. So we're going there. We're going there, okay? Nothing is off limits. So let's do it. I'm getting a lot of questions that are like tips for dating as a Christian. Let's start out with that. I'm gonna give you my advice, and I'm not like, I haven't been in a relationship since I vlogged my relationship, so it's been 4 years, 3 years, 4 years. It's been a while since I've been in a relationship, but I have gone on dates, and so I can give you some advice about that. I know that God has a specific plan for me, and that is what allows me to not get in my head of like comparing my relationship status and all that kind of stuff. Filling myself with the word has literally filled me up so much every day and just allowed me to feel closer to God than ever, which has also just given me a hope and purpose more than I've felt before, which I think has also carried over into the whole boy realm, because I'm not feeling a pressure to get into anything. And something that's helped me so much, if you take anything, rejection is God's protection. God's protecting you and has a plan for you to be in this perfect relationship later on that is just so perfect for you. Okay, how are you so extroverted? I'm not extroverted. I mean, I'm a mix between introverted and extroverted. I think I'm literally right in the middle. I need my alone time to recharge. If I'm with people too much, I definitely can feel drained, but I also do get energy from the right people. And I think this applies to everyone. With certain people you feel filled, with certain people you feel drained. And I feel like it's less of a question of being introverted or extroverted. It's more of a question of who are you putting yourself around, who's filling you up, who's draining you. You really need that equal pouring into and receiving from any relationship. But even if it is a friendship that is so filling, I need my alone time. How to be independent without a guy. I feel like for me it comes a lot to like my thought life, and if I'm filling my day up with like a lot of things that are like really interesting to me and that I'm passionate about, I feel like I don't have time to think about a guy. And so I think that in turn makes you independent without a guy. What made you get into fashion? I actually love this question because I just love fashion. I've literally, I think my first YouTube video on this channel, if you want to go look, was back to school outfit ideas when I was in like 8th grade. And I just have always had so much fun crafting outfits. I go on Pinterest all the time. I have really experimented with so many different styles growing up. I used to be, you know, the Victoria's Secret slip with a white t-shirt underneath girl and my cheetah fuzzy bag, you know, that whole phase. I used to just wear brandy. I used to just wear thrifted stuff, which I wear a lot of thrifted stuff, but I've gone through a lot of phases. I feel like I've always just really liked that baggy, chill style, and I love the fall and winter because of layering. I love denim on denim, so I love messing around with style. Okay, how you study your Bible. I'm doing the like chronological Bible plan, Bible in a year, and it's literally 3 pages a day. It takes me 20 minutes, probably like 10 minutes of reading, but I like prayer and like I like to do little sketches and highlighting, so it It literally does not take much time whatsoever. I recommend that, and that's what I've been doing. Talk about boys and trusting God has a husband/man of God for you. I feel like I've talked about this, but it's true though. God knows there's gonna be someone that loves every single part of you. You're not going to have to change for your person, so keep that in mind and just stay hopeful and excited for that, because I think it can be easy to worry that they're not here yet, but instead just pray about changing that worry into hope and excitement for a better future. Yeah. Advice on making friends in college. I would lift pressures. I feel like I've said that a lot, like lifting pressures, but it's like you really don't have this time limit. You have like 4 years for a reason, and just don't worry if you're not making them within 1 week. You will have so many different opportunities throughout college to make more friends. I feel like I really have made different friends every single year of college, which has just been so beautiful to now have all of these little friends, and just like looking back on like our memories and like when I met them throughout college, because it was all different times and for different reasons. And I am the type of person, I don't have like a friend group really. I don't really have like my friend group, but I have all kinds of different little friends like sprinkled everywhere, which I think is so amazing and has brought me so many unique perspectives and has allowed me to connect with so many different types of people that I would have never met. And so I would definitely recommend, though I didn't really like get involved a lot my freshman year, but I would recommend doing that. I've definitely gotten a lot more involved just this past year, which has allowed me to get to know people I wouldn't have been able to, and it's been so amazing. How do you heal from past relationships and or situationships? I had like a little bit of a situationship over summer. After it ending, I didn't think about it at all, and so I think that showed me, oh, you did not like him. So I think they become easier to get over when you really like build your life before getting into something and figuring out the things you enjoy doing, the people you enjoy being with, and all ways to cope. Like, oh, let me go on a walk, let me go to the gym, let me journal, let me get in my Bible, let me dance, let me turn on my fun songs, let me go rock climbing with my friends, let me go hiking. All these things that it can be hard to do when you're in a slump, but like once you figure out those things that you really enjoy and just like pulling yourself out of bed to go do them. Healing from those things, I swear, gets better after like 1 week. I recommend cold turkey, cut them off. Even though it's hard at first, you're gonna really thank yourself later, because it'll just take such a faster time to get over it. But yeah, that's what I would say. Okay, seasons of waiting, discernment, how to act like Jesus with boundaries. Those are some good topics, girl. Seasons of waiting, I think, can be like really hard, but it's good to take advantage of these because you really don't know when life could change. And so it's really nice to have this time on your own, because then all of a sudden one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be married and you're never gonna be alone again. Enjoy this while it lasts, because pretty soon you're not even gonna remember your single days. And build your friendships, because these friendships are going to remain as you're in any relationship, you know? So that's what I would say. How to act like Jesus with boundaries. So with boundaries, I guess with a relationship, I would say if we're talking about physical boundaries, I would recommend, and like by talking to my friends too, because I haven't been in a relationship in a while, but just creating boundaries before the moment happens and like writing down like, these are my boundaries, and just like really figuring it out, because it is so hard in the moment. You cannot make a decision and you're gonna end up probably doing something you regret if you don't make like a decision before you are in the moment. So I'd recommend doing that, and also just bringing in a few people to talk about it. Talking about it helps a lot to really like hold you to what you believe and what you want to do, and just talking about that with your person, I feel like, is very important to make sure you're on the same page. Okay, shaving advice. Down there, and honestly just don't know how to do it. Yeah, we're going there. Okay, a shaver, I recommend Billy razors. They're great, and you should be in the shower. Okay. It seems difficult approaching it at first, like shaving down there, but I swear it is literally so similar to shaving your legs, shaving your armpits. Just imagine shaving your armpits literally the same thing, just in a different place, so don't be scared. It is maybe scary at first, but literally once you do it the first time, it's fine. Try not to build it up in your head to be a big thing, because it's fine. It's really fine once you do it. How do you face your fears about following your dreams? I love to sing, but I haven't sang in years. I feel like hopping into something like exposure therapy, I've recently been facing a lot of my fears. I spoke on stage the other day. I led a small group. I've been leading a psychology small group. Things that I've been so scared of, because I have gotten socially anxious in the past, and so doing those things, I was terrified. Recently, I've been hopping into them, and by doing it more, I'm like, oh, it's very scary before doing it, but then afterwards, I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, like once you do it, you won't regret it. That's what I can say. Feels like I'm stuck in life. Girl, I understand this feeling. I've felt this. And my best advice that I can give is I would recommend the verse Ecclesiastes 3. I think it's like 1 through 8, but it's a time for everything. That's like the heading. And I've been using this a lot recently. It's helped me with different stages that I'm at. And I feel like at some points we can feel like we're in this stage where not much is going on, or we're in a stage where we're so busy, or we're in a moment experiencing so much grief or joy or something, and we really just have these different seasons. And I feel like what's important is to just like embrace where you're at, and knowing that tomorrow could be like the start of a whole season of joy. No matter where you're at, you're in this moment for a reason, and you're gonna learn from these moments that you're at. Also, if you're feeling stuck, I would recommend throwing in little things that you don't normally do, like maybe trying out a new coffee shop that you don't normally go to, or going on a walk somewhere else, or listening to a new podcast. I feel like adding in those little changes, they seem so little, but they really get you excited and just help a lot with feeling like stagnant, I think. How to find happiness while grieving. I've been going through a stage of grief for the past couple of months. I'm feeling a lot better now because it's been a little bit of time, but grief is very hard, and I'm really sorry that you're experiencing that. And it is just a complete other emotion that like brings out emotions in you that you didn't know you had. I'm sorry. It's like a lot to go through. It's important to give yourself that time to grieve, but it's also important to know like when you have worn yourself out, and it's important to do things that are still going to bring you happiness during this time. Like, you deserve that. And so I'd recommend go out and do something. You'll feel better, like just maybe going and seeing a movie. That's what helps me. Or going on a walk with a friend, baking, having friends over, just those little things, like planning ahead, having something to look forward to, I think helps a lot. Age gap. How big is too big of an age gap? I think it really depends on like what stage you're at. Like if someone is just beginning college and you're graduating, you guys are at like complete different stages of life. I feel like it less depends on like the age, but more what stage of life you're at, and also just how much life experience you have. That's what I would say. Like, I mean, of course, if you're in high school, they're in college, probably not. Have you ever tried a period cup? Have you tried period underwear? No, I have not tried either. I've heard good things about the period cup, but I'm really scared of it. So maybe one day I'll try it. How do you balance faith in a busy life? Okay, I swear I'm almost done. I've gotten a lot of questions about balance and just like balancing your lifestyle, and I think this is a really tricky thing to do, but it's possible. I feel like listening to how you feel and all that is very important, and just like a lot of time to step back and reevaluating like what you're consuming, what you're around, and what is filling you up. What I try to do is at least like make sure in every day I have time for being active, getting my steps in. I have time to be with God. I'm praying throughout my day. I am seeing friends. So just like I feel like a balance of everything. That's kind of how I try to look at it. Skin and acne tips. I recommend my girl Sara. This is her Instagram, Blissful Beauty SD, and she literally saved my skin. I had cystic acne. Or if you're not in this area, I'd recommend just like going to an esthetician. They help so much. She uses Face Reality skincare, and they are slay. Bear slay. Okay, sex and waiting till marriage. What a big one. I'm kind of scared of this one, but I'll talk about my wisdom. It depends on where you're at in life, and I think I've decided to wait till marriage. That's what I'm doing. I've decided that for a lot of reasons, and I think it's different for everyone. I don't judge anyone for whatever decision they're making. Literally whatever. It's literally all like personal decision. I know that I would like to wait till marriage to honor my relationship with God, and then also just to like set my marriage off on like the best foot possible. And also I want to say, I know people that have had sex before and decide much later on that they want to save themselves for marriage, and I think this is just like a decision between you and God. And if you have had sex before but you want to, you know, honor your relationship with God and have made a decision to now wait for marriage, I think that is like amazing. And if people judge you, they shouldn't. So wherever you're at, I love ya, and I think that's it for our girl talk. I hope you had so much fun. If you have more questions and want another video, let me know. I'm so down to answer because this is so fun for me too. But I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video.